Hey guys, with increasing numbers of people worldwide living paycheck to paycheck, it is now more important than ever that we teach our children about money. In this video, we're going to be covering 5 different ways that you can teach your kids about money. Alright, so the first tip I have is when children are about 2 to 4 years old, you can start teaching them about the value of money. Teaching them what a nickel is, what a dime is, a quarter, a penny, and even a dollar, and what those values actually are. A second tip is allow your children to participate in transactions when they're younger. So an example of this is if you're at the grocery store, when you're handing the cashier cash, allow your children to participate in that transaction. So hand them the cash and allow them to pay so they can see about paying for the items and that there is an exchange from the money to the items so they can see the value of what the money does. The third tip I have is as your children start to accumulate money via birthdays or allowance, put them into 3 different jars. One for spending, for candy and immediate different things. Another for saving, for maybe they want a bike or they want to go on a little bit extra trip or to the movies, a little bit more expensive items. And the last is more of a long-term savings or a giving bucket, and you can decide which one of those you'd want to participate with. And a good way to break those down is the small spending do about 40%, the long-term or mid-term savings do about 40%, and then the other 20% into the giving or long-term. And what that's going to do is lay the foundation for them when they get older to use the 3-account system that we have. I'll link a video up above for you guys to see what that is. The fourth tip I have is as they start to get into 10 to 12, 14 years old, teaching them how to earn extra money. So that could be chores, it could be their own little tiny small business. An example of that would be maybe a babysitting or a lawn service that they go out throughout the neighborhood and cut grass. If you live in an area where it's cold, I shoveled driveways as a kid when I was 12 to 14. So there's different ways that they can make money and you can be creative with it, help them out. And this video is actually inspired by a family I met while I was working last week. They were teaching their children how to make soap and negotiate and barter with different stores so that way they can sell their soap. They have a little bit mini farm, and the farm they have goats and chickens and all kinds of stuff. Well, they make goat milk soaps, which are kind of cool. But they were teaching their children the process of business and how that works, and the kids were 7, 8 years old. So it was really cool to see that, and that's kind of what inspired this video. All right, so the last tip I have for you guys is allow your teenagers to participate in the family budget and the family expenses. What I mean by that is sit down with them and go over what your electric bill is, what your mortgage is, and show them what the family's expenses are. I know sometimes as adults it feels uncomfortable to let your kids know what you're making and what you're spending and all those different things, but if we really want to change the narrative of people living paycheck to paycheck, these are the types of things we need to teach our children. So open up a little bit, teach your kids what your finances are, and it'll help everybody in the long run grow. If you guys are looking for that 3-account system, I'm going to link a video up here. And also, if you're looking for a full playlist on financial services, I've got another video down here that you guys can check out.